Hi VC, it's Aaron, Methalamer. Recently, two of my very best friends did threads in the VC. So it's JC, the Flip Side Vinyl Community with JC, and that's Josh. He's one of my very best friends, and he did a top 10 Aerosmith songs, which I'm going to do here. And my other great friend, Gary, from Physical Format Rock and Roll, did a thread showing your top 10 favorite cassettes you have. So I'm going to combine those into one video here and do two threads at once. And I'll start off with the cassettes, and go check out Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll. His video is great. And then Josh, JC, the Flip Side Vinyl Community with JC, he did a response video that was really good. Also, Chris Profi, Musically Obsessed, did a really great one. And Jeff Witcher, Vinyl Destination. All of us have now done a thread response for the cassettes, and they were all really good, all unique, and my take should be a little different than theirs as well. So let me get started here. And first off, I'm going to show a brand new cassette I got, and this is the Bastard Tracks from Death Angel. And this has not been released on vinyl yet. I had to order it because I love Death Angel so much, and it's really good. It's like 17 songs on a cassette, something like, or maybe 15 songs. I don't know, something crazy. But it's songs through their whole career, and they recorded them live during the pandemic, so there's no audience, but they're live tracks, and it's all like, there are songs that aren't quite as popular that are really good. It's got, starts off with Lord of Hate, which is a great song from the Killing Season. You know, it's got Why You Do This and Guilty of Innocence on here. The Organization, there's some great, you know, there's a lot of great stuff on here. Here's the track listing if you can even read that. And I really love how they did the cassette here. It's really unique looking. And then the J card folds out, and it's got some liner notes about it. And, you know, Death Angel is just so great. And this is one of my favorite cassettes because it's my newest cassette. And I haven't bought a new cassette in years. This is my first new cassette I bought in years. I used to have thousands of cassettes. I used to have more cassettes than I have vinyl right now. But I've just lost them over the years. Back when I was younger, I bought cassettes like crazy, and then I'd pawn them to go to concerts or something, never get them back because I didn't have a lot of money back then. But okay, my second one here was a VCLT from Scott Waters, and this is Ultimatum with Fatal Delay, and this is the first demo of his band Ultimatum. Really cool. Love this. Very amazing stuff here. I just love it. And Scott Waters, his band Ultimatum is really good. He's got a great channel. Check him out. There's the J card, and this is really good. It's really different than the other Ultimatum stuff, but I really like it. It's really really killer stuff here. My next one here is, now like JC, a lot of these are cassettes I only have on cassette, and that's why they're special to me. This one here is one of my biggest grails on vinyl. This is McQueen Street. Really great glam metal, you know, one of those type of bands. Killer stuff here. When I'm in the mood, such a good song. This whole album is killer. Absolutely love it. There's the cassette, and the J card folds way out and has all the lyrics. There we go, McQueen Street. Great band. I think this is their only album, and this is so good. I've been looking for this on vinyl for years and years. And really, I could have shown like 50 cassettes like this that I don't have on vinyl that I've been looking for. But I just limited to 10. Next up, I played this on one of my Tipsy Tuesdays, and it's never been released on vinyl. They really need to issue it, as well as their first full-length album, too. This is Kick Tracy with Field Trip EP. Absolutely love this. This is phenomenal. And my J card has been, that's, you know, I got it used, and the J card had been ripped apart, so I don't have all the lyrics. And you can't even, this is so hard to find. I mean, you can get it on CD, but vinyl's just different to me. I really need this on vinyl. Field Trip from Kick Tracy. Amazing, amazing EP. One of my top 5 EPs of all time. Up next, this one's available on CD, but I don't think it's ever been issued on vinyl. One of my very favorite albums. I've played this on a Tipsy Tuesday as well. This is Sister Whiskey with Liquor and Poker. There you go. And this is a great, great album. It's kind of really bluesy, not as heavy as some, but it's got some heavy moments, but it's just a bluesy, hard rocking album. This is a party album for sure. It's, can't tell you how many times me and my friends listen to this drinking beers, and just, we play it over and over, and it's just excellent. And I think they're a one-off band too. They're Sister Whiskey. Amazing record. Absolutely love this. I would go crazy if they ever released this on vinyl. it's just so unknown. I don't know if they ever will, even though it was on, let's see, what label was it on? Warner Brothers, so you never know. I doubt they'll ever put it out because it wasn't even popular when it was out, so. But you never know. I'm wishing. This one here, I actually tried to order this on vinyl back 20 or 30 years ago, not thinking there was another band called this. And I ended up getting the other band, which I ended up loving. It's a 70s band. But this here is Widowmaker with Blood and Bullets. This is Dee Snider's band after Twisted Sister. This is their first album. Their second album, Stand By for Pain, is excellent as well, but this is my favorite. I absolutely love this album. I like this better than a couple Twisted Sister records. That's how good this is. It is just amazing. Al Pitrelli on guitar. Catchy songs. They do a cover of the song Evil on here, and there's Am I Evil with an E, Am I Evil? But this is just an amazing album all the way through. Absolutely love it. So catchy. So, I mean, it's like the Lost Twisted Sister album. It's amazing. Absolutely love it. Blood and Bullets. Up next, another one that's never been released on vinyl, and I gave my CD to Cosmic Brian because I thought it fit with his music room. And this is absolutely one of my favorite albums of the early 90s. This is Circus of Power with Magic and Madness. Absolutely phenomenal album. And they headed a little bit into the grunge area on this. They had Jerry Cantrell play guitar and did vocals on a song called Heaven and Hell. Amazing song. Ian Astbury does vocals on one song, like trading off vocals on the song Shine. That's really good. But every song on this is amazing, starting with Swamp Devil. Oh my God, I love that song. Evil Woman. Mama Tequila's on here. Waiting for the Wizard. Amazing album. I want this on vinyl so bad. It's one of my all-time grails, but it's never been released on vinyl. So I can't really call it a grail if it's not on vinyl, but it's one that I really need. And up next, this is from one of my favorite bands, and I've never seen this on any other format. I'm sure it's on CD. I've never seen it on vinyl. I wish they'd put it on vinyl. This is Wasp Live Animal. So it's the song Animal, and then they've got a live version of Hellion and Mississippi Queen, the Mountain Song. A cover of that on here. There's a cassette, and the J card folds out as this. Of course, Wasp. And there's the inner with the lyrics. No, it's just the liner notes. It does have the lyrics to Animal. And in an order form, I'm sure I could still use that. Yeah, but this is great. It's just a little EP, but I just love it because it's kind of an oddity. I don't really see this that often. So, and it's one of my favorite bands. So Wasp, there you go. And these last two are kind of rare. And I'll start off with this one. This is the original band of Andrew Wood, the singer of Mother Love Bone. It's called Malfunction. It's called Return to Olympus. Almost like a demo-ish album, but it's really good. If you like Andrew Wood at all, you'll love this. It's him and his brother and some other people, and I've got this cassette right when it came out. They issued it after he died, and it's really hard to find this now. But Malfunction, great band, love them. One of my, Mother Love Bone's my third favorite grunge band after Alice in Chains and Soundgarden. I love grunge. Like I said, Nirvana's about my 15th favorite grunge band, but there's a lot of really great grunge bands that are lesser known, like Grunt Truck, My Sister's Machine, a bunch of stuff like that, Hater. But this Malfunction is amazing, love it. And my favorite cassette, and it'll always be my favorite cassette because it's one of my very favorite albums of all time. I got this on the day it was released, and I've never seen another one like it. I found one on Discogs somewhere, and it was like going for $50 to $100 for the cassette. This is Alice in Chains Facelift, and you're saying, yeah, that's just Facelift. Yeah, I know, but I got this the day it was released. My friends got it like a couple days later. They only had one copy in my store, the local store. Doesn't have a barcode. And then it folds out. There's the J card looks just normal, except for the no barcode. It's got, and all the lyrics. But the cassette, I've played it so much it's half wore out. But here's what the cassette looks like. I've never seen another one in the flesh like this. The other side's all wore out. You can still see them. They're all just white, but you can still read it. But it's even got a tape duplication by whatever. And see, yeah, it sounds amazing. It looks like a homemade cassette almost. But that's my favorite cassette, and I will never get rid of it. I was waiting for this to come out because they had been playing the video for We Die Young, the live version, not the actual video they made, Originally, it was just like them doing We Die Young live, the video, and I played that song over and over about 100 times. Me and my friends did, drinking beers, just rewinding and watching that video because we were blown away by We Die Young. And then so I was waiting for this in the store the day that it came out, and still have it. One of my favorites. Okay, so that was my thing for Gary, my thread response, and that's go check out all those other guys' videos. They're all really good. Next, I'm going to do my top 10 Aerosmith songs, and I'm a big Aerosmith fan. I really prefer their 70s stuff. I do like all their later stuff. I'm also going to do a bottom 2. So, I'm always so positive. I got to throw a little negativity in there. There's a couple songs. There's 2 songs by them I can't stand, but, even their big hits I like, even though they're overplayed, even like from Get a Grip and Pink. I even like Pink Is Your Favorite Color, all right? It doesn't totally disgust me. But, yeah, so if anyone, that's the thing about these top 10 things. When I'm young, when I was younger and first getting into the bands, I tended to like the big hits the most because they were like, oh, wow, this is such a great song. But over the years, you go through the discography and discover all these deep cuts that become more popular to you just because you hear the more popular ones so much, and the deep cuts kind of rise up. So some of these will be hits, some of these will be deep cuts, but they're all great Aerosmith songs. So number 10, I'm going from Night in the Ruts, and the lead-off track, No Surprise. I love that song. This is a very underrated Aerosmith record. Really good one here. And No Surprise is my number 10. At number 9, and this album a lot of people say is no good anymore, but I still love it. This is from Permanent Vacation, and it's the song St. John. I love the song St. John. It's always been my favorite on here. Just love the groove and then the heaviness it gets towards the end. It just has this really killer bluesy groove riff in it that I really love. And I like the lyrics. And St. John, there it is, right after Dude Looks Like a Lady, which didn't make my list. But St. John was my number 9. Number 8, from my favorite Aerosmith record, but my favorite song by them is not on this. This is lead-off song from Rocks, Back in the Saddle. Love Back in the Saddle. It's one of the few of their big hits that I still get pumped up when I hear it. I like all their stuff. I even like, I like all their big hits, but some of them not as much. But Back in the Saddle, still love that one. Great song. Number 8. Number 7, another lead-off track. What is it with the lead-off tracks here? Jailbait from Rockin' a Hard Place. Love it. It's really heavy, really fast. And this is maybe their heaviest album they ever did. It's very underrated. It doesn't have, Joe Perry on it or Tom Hamilton, but it's still amazing. It does have Tom Hamilton. It's, who doesn't have, I don't know. Whatever. But Jimmy Crespo plays killer guitar on this, and this is a heavy, heavy record. And Jailbait, love that song. That's my number 7. Number 9, going from this great record, and it's Lord of the Thighs from Get Your Wings. Amazing song. I've always liked it. It's one of the ones that has stuck with me ever since the 70s that I've loved. Lord of the Thighs. Number 6. Number 5, title song, Draw the Line. Love Draw the Line. That's one of the other big hits that are on my list, and it's just, I've always loved it. Never get sick of it. Amazing, amazing song. That's a great record too. Okay, at number 4, I think, same record. Kings and Queens from Draw the Line. Another amazing song, epic song, killer stuff there. I love Kings and Queens. JC was talking about how much he liked it, and I agree with everything he said. Amazing song, Kings and Queens. Another epic song of them, just totally killer. Okay, at number 3, had to get the right ones. From Get Your Wings, Seasons of Wither. Amazing song. Love Seasons of Wither. Another epic song. I kind of like their epic songs a lot. And the Seasons of Wither is just so good. Amazing stuff there. Number 3. Now my number 1 and 2 might surprise some people. My number 2 also comes from this record. It's Lightning Strikes. One of their heaviest songs. I just love it. It's like Walk This Way, but you haven't heard it. Kind of that kind of groove to it. But it's one that isn't known as much, and it's a little heavier edged. And Lightning Strikes, my number 2 Aerosmith song. And number 1, this has been my number 1 Aerosmith song since the early 80s. Nobody's Fault from Rocks. I absolutely love Nobody's Fault. When I heard Testament do it on the New Order, I was totally blown away, and it made me appreciate it even more. And it's just an amazing song. Maybe their heaviest song they ever did. Nobody's Fault, my number one. And so, over the years, you know, a lot of Aerosmith has been overplayed and overdone, and I got a bottom two. And I don't have the record for this next one. One of them I do, one I don't. But my number two least favorite Aerosmith song is one of their biggest hits. It's called I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. And I don't know why, but ever since the first time I heard it, it just didn't sound like Aerosmith to me. And I just never liked it. My wife loves it. You know, a lot of people really love that song, and that's great if you love it. For me, though, it just never struck me. And it's my second least favorite Aerosmith song. And my number one most hated Aerosmith song, and I don't do this very often, and this is going to be a big surprise for some people because a lot of heavy metal people love this one, and I can't stand it. I've hated it since the first time I heard it, and it's Come Together from that album right there, from the greatest hits. I don't like how they do it. I love, you know, I don't mind people redoing Beatles songs, but I just, for some reason, I never thought it sounded right. And Come Together was one of my favorite songs since I was a little kid. And every time I heard it, it's like, that just doesn't sound, something's off. It doesn't sound right. The, you know, all the drumming sounds off. It just doesn't, I've never liked it. I don't know why. I like Motley Crue's Helter Skelter. I like a lot of other cover songs of Beatles by people, but for some reason, never liked Come Together. But a lot of people do, and that's great. If you do, that's, you know, that's just my opinion. So, okay, there we go. And everyone go sub up JC, the Flip Side Vinyl Community with JC, and Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll. And I will see you next time. Have a good one.